Surprise! What is poppin', y'all? It's your boy, it's Guardy3, and you know, thought we'd have a little fun tonight on Wire to Wire here. Let's do a watch along. Tonight's game 4, Minnesota Dallas, as Luca tees up a corner three, short. Cat clears the rebound. All right, and here comes Conley back down the court. Here we go. All right, here we go. Let's get it, guys. Welcome to the watch along. And Mike Conley almost throws that one away. Jaden McDaniels crosses up, pulls up from the midi. Ooh, it's good. Love it. Oh, Mike Conley, good hustle back there on defense. Here we go, bringing it back up. Here we go, dumps it back to Cat. Ooh, takes it inside. Good hit. Good start from Karl Anthony Towns right there. That's exactly what you want to see. Cat's been struggling with the shot from distance, so what do? Yeah, get to the rim. That was good. Love to see it. Here we go. Here comes Luca. Oh, trying to put Rudy in that pick and roll. Trying to fight over that screen. Getting Luca with a step back. Short. Best thing that they could have asked for right now. Luca being off for his first couple shots. Maybe it's a sign. Go. Oh. Oh. Rudy loses the ball. Here's a turnover. Here comes Luca. Kyrie taking it down. PJ Washington for three. Off. Mavericks starting out the game with some really good looks here, but here comes Luca teeing one up. Bang! Shout out to the legend Mike Breen. What a hit from Luca. I'd say Dallas missing some easy ones so far. Here we go. Here comes Ant. Oh, Cat's calling for it. Little two-man game. Oh, and we got ourselves a foul. And draws a foul. As we're showing Chris Finch, 11-14 career playoff record. 4th season as the Wolves head coach. All the credit in the world to what Chris Finch has done so far, though. So I love to see it. Yeah, bring it down there. Yeah, there we go. That's much better. 2-0 in elimination games. Yeah, no, Chris Finch, he's done a lot of good for this team. So, all right, there we go. I think that's key right now for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Attack, get to the rim, and they've done that so far very well. Here we go. Here comes Luca. And almost ripped him. He's this close, but they call the reach in. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it's the grab of the right arm. You're going to get. Oh, that was almost great. That'd been an absolute pick six. Here we go. Little more. Let's see. Oh, all right. Good fight by Conley. Good steal. All right. Here we go. Here comes Ant. Here we go. Rudy Gobert with the screen. Takes it inside. Pulls up from the midi. Blocked. Nope. Foul. Let's say so. Anthony Edwards going to the line for two. Credit to the Dallas Mavericks. They've made all the right moves. They've surrounded Luca with great talent. When they first made the Kyrie trade, I got to admit I wasn't impressed, but that was more the build around the team than actual issues with Kyrie. But they got the star, and then they filled the roster around him real nice. So, like I said, all the credit in the world to what the Dallas Mavericks have done. They have themselves an absolute squad now, so I absolutely love to see it. As I rock my retro throwback Dirk Nowitzki jersey. Here we go. Kyrie probing the inside. Good hands. Minnesota with some really great hands so far, just getting in there and poking these balls loose. Mike Conley with the floater. They're giving him that a lot of these times. Just got to keep taking them. Here we go. Go. Luka's waiting. He wants a rescreen. And McDaniels is not biting. He's just blowing that up. Good contest by Gobert. Ant clears, running, takes it up, and he's going to finish that. Good take by Ant. Here we go. Kyrie gives it to Luka, trying to get another screen. Oh, little miscommunication. Luka wide open midi. It's good. 10-7. All right, and here we go. A little. See, and posting up Derrick Jones Jr. passes it back out to Karl Anthony Towns. Foul on the floor. Yeah, sorry, guys. Sorry, Timberwolves. That is absolutely not in the act of shooting. Yeah, I think the Timberwolves have the right start. They've been active. They've gotten a couple steals, get themselves out in transition. This is a young team. They want to run. They absolutely they want to keep running. Ants had a rough last 6 games. A lot of people bagging him for it, but he'll learn. He's got time. Oh, good screen by Rudy. Frees up Conley. Nope. Put a little too much oomph on that. Luka taking it the other way. Step back. Boom. Oh, boy. Luka coming out saying, hey, Minnesota, you're going home tonight. What a hit. Luka's been sensational in this playoff run. Nope. Passes it to the inside. That's picked off by Kyrie. Here comes Luka taking it up. Nope. Jaden with the good hands. Kyrie. 3. Little hard. Try to, get that up over Rudy. Anthony Edwards coming back down. Trying to answer with a 3. Hard. I don't like that one. A little too quick. Too early in the shot clock. I don't understand that one. Kyrie. Off. Oh, good. Kyrie tried to save it, but unfortunately, it just didn't bounce his way. So, well, here we go. To start this game, it is tied at 10, boys and girls. Luka Doncic looks locked in, and he is ready to send the Minnesota Timberwolves home, but the Timberwolves aren't putting up a fight. They're getting in those passing lanes and making sure that no easy baskets. So, anybody joining the watch along, welcome. My name is Gardy3. Obviously, I'm doing a watch along with the Timberwolves and Dallas game. However, if you have any questions or you want to talk about any other team or even have some NFL talk or anything, I'm down. No, a great start to this game. This Minnesota Timberwolves defense has been killing it so far, fighting through screens, making sure there's no easy looks. Luka's hit a couple of nice shots to start this game. I love this. And the Minnesota Timberwolves are coming out right now looking much better than they have in previous games. So the question is, can they keep that up throughout the next 3 quarters here? I'll say I really like seeing Cat get downhill and attack the rim. I cannot emphasize that enough. I was worried that he was just going to try to be a spot up shooter and just try to bomb in threes, even though they haven't been falling. And all the credit in the world to him. He absolutely has not been. Let's say. So anyway, for anybody watching, who do you guys got? Who's your guys' teams? Like I said, I'm hoping the Timberwolves actually win a couple, extend this series out, but I'm going for Dallas. Like I said, part of the big reason that got me into basketball was Dirk Nowitzki. Dirk was one of the big reasons I started to love watching basketball to begin with. So that kind of by proxy, kind of now just a Dallas Mavericks fan. Well, let me put it this way. My number one team is the Milwaukee Bucks. I've been living in Milwaukee like all my life, so my number one team will forever and always be the Milwaukee Bucks. But as soon as the Bucks get knocked out of the playoffs, if I have to pick another team, if Dallas is an option, I'm certainly picking Dallas, that's for sure. All right, here we go. Are we coming back? Here we go. Game's coming back. Are the Mavs closing it out? That's a good question. Luca's playing like a man on a mission, like he absolutely wants to make sure that series ends tonight. So he very well could close this sucker out. Dallas has looked phenomenal just all playoffs. Here we go, setting a little flare screen for Cat, dumping it down to Anthony Edwards. Post up. Nope. Working it back to a face up. They're showing two, steps it back. Mid range is good. Puts Minnesota up 12-10 on the step back by Anthony Edwards. Here comes Kyrie. Here we go. Here comes Dwight Powell. First game back from injury. Rudy swarming him, forcing him into a turnover. Rudy with the Euro and the finish. I'll say, love to see it. Guessing Lucas steps this one back here. Oh, here we go. Oh, nope. They poked it away from Luca. He recovers. Now he's back to backing down in. Falling away. It's up. It's off. Rudy clears. Here it goes. Back out to Conley. Taking the ball up. Here comes a screen from Rudy. Rudy with the handoff to Cat with the nice finish. Nice little big to big action there. Love to see it. This should have been done from the beginning. Here he goes, swings it to the corner. Washington corner three, tees it up, off. Rudy with the rebound. Gives it to Ant. Here we go. Screen. Ant rejects it. Say backing down Green. Nope, now he's stuck. Kicks it out to Conley. Cat has it, facing up Luca. Takes it inside. Oh, I thought that was a layup, but no. He passed it to Rudy, who drew a foul with 1 on the clock. Doesn't even look like Rudy was really expecting that, but credit to Rudy. Offensively, he draws a lot of fouls, like a lot more than you'd expect out of him. So here we go. Rudy to the line for 2. Let's see. First one's up and rims out. Go. Here comes Naz Reid and Kyle Anderson. Dwight Powell and Kyrie Irving leave the game for the Dallas Mavericks. Here we go. Second one's good. So Rudy splits a pair. Minnesota gets a 7-point lead. And here comes Luka Doncic. Go, Jaden McDaniels hounding him, forcing him into a tough shot. Off. Nas clears, passes up to Kyle Anderson. Passes it up to Rudy, swings it to the corner. Jaden McDaniels off. It's a foul on Rudy. He literally just straight up ran him over. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Play resumes. Oh, missing the easy lay in. You can't have that in a game like this. Ant crosses up. Fires good. Minnesota up 10 off the Ant 3. Yeah, missing their last 6 straight field goals. Not a great run here for the Dallas Mavericks, but here comes PJ Washington blocked by Gobert. I don't know what he was thinking there, but here comes Ant-Man. Naz Reid sets a screen. Here comes another screen. Rudy setting this one. Nice little floater, hard, but rebound by Ant. Short. Cleared by Luca. Oh, almost run out of bounds, I say, by Hardy. Say sizing up Kyle Anderson. He's being aggressive, throws it up, missed. Here comes Nas clearing it out, and he takes it up. It's off. Here we go. Here comes Luca back in transition. Jaden McDaniel. Oh, Kyle Anderson and Luca exchanging words. Luca did not like that. Kyle Anderson stepped in there. Let's say Kyle Anderson. Oh yeah, he thought he intentionally shoulder rammed him there, and Luca did not appreciate it. Can I see that? Come on, man. Come on, man. All righty, 20-10 game. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about it so far? I think it's been an absolutely phenomenal game. At least the Timberwolves are coming out swinging. That's what I like to see from a team back against the wall. Say, it's going to be really interesting to see this offseason too, what the Timberwolves do. You know, they're going to have to, I think Rudy's eligible for an extension. I'm not sure if they quite give him one yet. Not to mention, if Cat after this series, even if Cat has a great game now after struggling as bad as he did for the first 3, I think they're going to have to start asking questions if Karl Anthony Towns can be the number 2 on a championship team. I think that's a legitimate question that's going to need to be asked. Say on the flip side for Dallas, Timberwolves versus Boston. That would be an awesome time. Like watching Luca and Kyrie try to carve apart the elite defense that is Boston. It'd be great, and not to mention, the good old fashioned Boston's going for another title, and ironically, the one trying to stop him is Kyrie Irving. That story kind of writes itself. Say Boston likes running, they like running a 5-out system, so I'm interested to see how it goes, and I'm more so interested to see when Kristaps is going to be back. Is he going to be ready for Game 1? I'm guessing he might be, but this is the same injury that knocked like Giannis out for a long time, so maybe not. Like I said, I'm not sure if Kristaps is back for Game 1 of the finals. It'll be interesting. And then we got say Minnesota's putting up a great fight right now. They're up 10. They've taken a 10-point lead. Dallas has been a little sloppy with some bad turnovers, some really bad shots so far. Questionable shot selection. Last play before we went to commercial here. Luka was driving. Kyle Anderson put a shoulder into him. Luka did not appreciate that, and there were some words exchanged. Nobody came to blows. We didn't get that much excitement out of it, but that's all right. Say it's chippy, it's physical. Minnesota's attacking the rim. I love to see it. Some other interesting rumors that We saw out of the NBA today, of course, the Paul George dilemma. PG apparently the Clippers refused to offer him the full max extension, while the Philadelphia 76ers are apparently willing to. Now, do I think Paul George could be a great fit on the Philadelphia 76ers? Absolutely. Do I think that at this point in his career he's worth the full max? Absolutely not. Here we go. Luka to the line. And its first one is good. Here we go. Lining up the second one. And it's good. 8-point game. Rudy's out. Cat's back in. So they're going a full 5 out lineup right now. See, Kyle Anderson passes it out to Nas. That's a screen for Ant. So here comes Cat, swings it to the corner, little pitch to Ant, takes it inside. Good take. Oh, shot did not go, but Anthony Edwards going to the line for two. Nice strong take there. Really not letting anybody deter him. So awesome, awesome work by the Minnesota Timberwolves getting to the rim. Here we go. First free throw is good. And here we go. Second free throw is good. Alrighty. Here we go. Here comes Lucas taking the ball up. He's got Kyle Anderson matchup. Setting that staggered screen that's given the Timberwolves fits. Oh, Kyle Anderson falls down. Cat's been switched out onto Luca. Oh, there we go. Switch back. Luca with a really tough shot over Anderson. Nas clears it. Seth, he just took too long trying to hunt his mismatch. Anthony Edwards pull up jumper. Anthony Edwards is feeling it tonight. He has absolutely been sensational this first quarter. There we go. Oh, there we go. Lucas sizing up Kyle Anderson. Screen by Powell. Foul on Cat. Yeah, no. All the credit right now to Anthony Edwards. He's been absolutely, his shot making has been on point so far. So we'll see if we can keep this up. Still a lot of game to go, so it'll be interesting to see. Here we go. Kyrie kicks it out. RD3. Bang. Here comes Ant taking it back up. Oh, here we go. Holmstrom's will do a double. Here comes Cat going downhill. Throws it up. Offensive foul. He's Kleba stood in there and absorbed the contact. It's going the other way. Yeah. Cat just straight up lowered the shoulder on that one. Here you go. Swings it to the corner. Cleaver swings it one more. Green. Bada boom. The reball goes down. Back-to-back threes, and this lead is starting to shrink. It is a 6-point game. Minute to go. Nas comes around the screen. Takes it up. And real big basket there. Slows down this Dallas momentum. It is 26-18. 50 seconds to go. Here comes Kyrie. Kyrie shoots it and stepped out of bounds. Oop, Alexander Walker, a little slow to get up, but he's okay. He's all right. Let's see. All right, well, here we go. Here we go. Game time. Kyle Anderson sets a screen. Looks like he wants to give it to Nope. He's looking for a Nas screen. Blows by Green and a foul. Nobody right now so far can stay in front of Anthony Edwards. He's just in attack mode, and they're in the bonus, so that foul is going to result in 2 free throws. Here we go. All right. First free throw is good by Anthony Edwards. Here we go. And here comes Anthony Edwards. He's lining up a second one. And, rims out. But, nope. Nas Reed made an effort to try to get him an extra possession, but he touched the last. So here comes Kyrie trying to break down Alexander Walker. Step back, short. Oh, there we go. Good save by Walker. Here comes Ant. Shot clock is off. They can hold for the last shot. Looks like that's what they'll do. And Kyrie's taking on the challenge of Ant. Let's see if he's going to want to pick or just go at him one-on-one. Oh, Ant throws it away. Here we go. Green takes it up and draws a foul with 0.2. 0.2 of a second left. Just a bad turnover there by Ant. If anything, just put the shot up. Whew. Wow. That's one thing I want to see Anthony Edwards work on this offseason. He's an absolutely phenomenal ball player, but the one thing he's got to work on is, playmaking, decision making. Just get better touch on these passes, which, it's doable. We saw like Donovan Mitchell kind of go through the same thing where he had to just upgrade his playmaking, which, he did very well. So, and at the end of the first, Minnesota takes a 7-point lead. The score 27-20. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the first quarter, and hopefully you guys are enjoying this watch along. Having a lot of fun with it so far. What a great start, but yeah, Anthony Edwards just got to work on his playmaking, his decision making in those situations. I don't think he'll ever he'll never be like point guard level playmaker, but he's got to be able to really work on that decision making out of his drive. So overall, like I said, fun first quarter. We had some chippiness, some physicality. Dallas is a couple of bad turnovers, but at the same time, Timberwolves they've been playing well. Let's just hope the dumb mistakes that they were making in games 1 through 3 don't come back in game 4. But yeah, they look locked in, and they're trying to push this thing to a 5th game. Let's say we're done with the first quarter. And then I love the fact that too we got some beef going on between OKC and Gordon Hayward, which I didn't expect. Sam Presti straight up came out and said, "Yeah, I completely messed up on that Gordon Hayward move," which it kind of caught me off guard because you normally don't hear, and the GMs come out and really take accountability. And he also kind of just made Hayward seem like a bum, which just that whole situation was kind of weird. Then Gordon Hayward's wife started going off on Sam Presti on Twitter and the Thunder organization. Like, so overall, it's just a really odd situation and not one that I really expected. Say Rudy Gobert has looked good this game. I know we had a big Kendrick Perkins talking about how he regrets voting for him because he's a liability in the playoffs. When in all reality, Rudy Gobert has been the most consistent player on this team so far. Now, notice I didn't say the best player on the team, and you could even make an argument that he's been better than a lot of these. Pretty much, you can make an argument for him being the best player on the team Ant's been mega inconsistent, and you can't make any argument for Cat being the best player. But like I said, Rudy's been like the most consistent player on this team. Dallas has done a good job of trying to, exploiting his weaknesses, but at the same time, I feel like he's really getting overhated in this series. They're trying to throw a lot of the blame, most of the blame for the Timberwolves on Gobert, and I don't think that's really an accurate thing to do. So just a weird, just a weird thing that the media is trying to push and Kendrick's trying to push. But I guess if anybody knows about being a playoff liability, it's probably Kendrick Perkins, considering the man played significant minutes in a finals and averaged 3 points and 2 rebounds. So yeah, I guess we do know a thing or two about being a liability, don't we, Kendrick? I'll say the Wolves doing a great job at controlling the paint. Here we go. Kyle Anderson, start of the second quarter. Tosses it to Rudy, handoff to Conley, running a little, flowing into the pick and roll. Here comes Alexander Walker coming to get it. Rudy screen, but Walker rips it. Off, offensive rebound, Kyle Anderson. Mike Conley, it's good. Mike Conley from downtown. Here we go. Here comes Green. The PJ Washington. Mike Conley really tried to go for the steal. Missed on the attempt. Alexander Walker really hounding Kyrie. Here we go. Switch. Now we got Nas on Kyrie. He's going to get this back. He's going to want to attack that. 3 seconds on the clock. Green puts it up. Off. Here comes Nas Reed clearing it out. You say you got Alexander Walker setting a screen for him. Kyle Anderson looking. Here comes the Gobert screen. Little in and out dribble. Oh, Nas attacks. Takes it up strong. Off. Cleared by Green. Alexander Walker picks him up. Kyle Anderson picks up Kyrie. Kyrie throws up the one-handed runner. It's good. When Kyrie is on, he is just a fun player to watch. Just pure hoops. And here comes Kyle Anderson. Oh, here we go. Little double screen action. Kicks it out to Nas Reed. Oh, fakes the handoff. Oh, he wanted to swing that to the corner. Tipped. Turnover. Kyrie. Pump fake. Passes it to Washington. Attacking the rim. Kicks it out to the corner. Josh Green falling out of bounds. Throws it up. And they're calling a foul. They're saying Conley pushed him out of bounds. Whew, what a sequence. Yeah, just the degree of difficulty of this shot by Kyrie to get that up and over Gobert, and all the credit in the world. When Kyrie Irving is on, there's not really many people are more fun to watch than him. Anyway, Kyrie set the screen. Go, here comes Dante Exum trying to get downhill. Awkward looking shot, but it goes. The bank is open. It's a 6-point game. Here comes Kyle Anderson. Oh, that's going to be an offensive foul on Rudy. He just straight up pushed him to the ground. Say Rudy didn't like that call, but it absolutely looked like the right call. Dante Exum, what a resurgence he's been this year. Let's see. Yeah, he just kind of pulled him down. He can't do that. Might have been a little bit of a sell job there, but that's all right. Here we go. Here comes Kyrie. Oh, just nobody paid attention to Exum, who got a wide open 3. Just blown coverage. And we have ourselves a 3-point game, but we're going to get a timeout from Chris Finch and the Timberwolves. Yeah, oh, that was really, really bad blown coverage right there. It gave Dante Exum a wide open catch and shoot 3, and he drains it. No, Dante Exum was a guy, we really thought that he was done, that he was going to be out of the league. And what do we know? Here he comes. The Mavericks give him a chance, and not only has he thrived, he's made a nice role for himself, and he's been a viable, quality NBA role player this year. Like, he's done really good. This is a guy that, like I said, we thought he might have been over with. His NBA career was done, but good for him. Good for him. And just in general, these Dallas Mavericks role players, they've really hit on him. Derrick Jones Jr. has been great for him. PJ Washington was awesome in the Thunder series, and so was DJ. When Derrick Jones Jr. is knocking down his shots, he is a tough, tough cookie. But that's not always the case. But this playoff run, when they leave him open, he's hitting them. So when he's doing that, and you let Luca and Kyrie and give them that much space, like the space that they've been given this playoff run, they look unstoppable. So, like I said, love the way the Mavs are playing. Timberwolves, they've been frustrating this series, but at the same time, once again, we're going all the credit in the world to what the Timberwolves have done. This is a team that just last year, like a lot of people wrote off that, two bigs can't work in today's NBA, but at the end of the day, they've done a great job in just acclimating everything and just making it work. I think they're going to have some tough questions this offseason, but to get to the Western Conference Finals and get as far as they did, we haven't seen them do that since Garnett. So, like I said, love to see it. Both these teams have a lot of great takeaways from this game. Take a drink of water real quick. Like I said, so thank you everybody tuning in. We're doing a nice little watch along of Timberwolves Mavericks. You know, feel free to hop in the chat. Let me know who you're cheering for, and if you have any questions, I'm willing to talk about this game or just any NBA in general, or just if you have any like NFL questions. I like multiple sports. I'm also a big fan of professional wrestling. Yeah, and say we. I'm excited to see what that happens with Minnesota if they do lose this game, though. Do they move one of their players to try to maybe get a more established playoff performer? But it really feels like that if they try to move a player, the one guy that they'd almost have to move is Karl Anthony Towns. I think he'd be the guy kind of in the most danger of getting moved. Nico Harrison, president of basketball ops and GM. Good job, Nico. You've been awesome at identifying talent. Here we go. Kyrie's been locked in. Say Kyrie and Luca too. A lot of people question their defense, but they've been sensational on the defensive end of the ball so far this playoff run. And here comes Kyle Anderson. He's got Exum on him. Screen from Karl Anthony Towns. Kyle Anderson takes it all the way. Blocked by there's a scrum. They're fighting for the ball. There's a loose. And we got ourselves a jump ball. Got blocked by Gafford. The ball rolled loose, and we have ourselves a jump ball. Yeah, that's just too predictable by Kyle Anderson. Gafford read that all the way. Here we go. They're still pulling people up off the floor. Here we go. And like I said, we're having ourselves a great game, 3-point game. It's close. There's Derek Lively. Credit in the world, too. That's great scouting, picking up Derek Lively. He's been awesome for him. He's out this game with a neck sprain. Hopefully he'll be back soon, but like all the credit in the world to him. He's been great for the Dallas Mavericks. And here we go. And here we go. Jump ball. Dallas takes possession. Here comes Kyrie. PJ Washington sets a screen. Here we go. And PJ Washington draws a foul. Okay. Getting aggressive, going downhill. All right, here we go. Mavs are putting pressure. You got Washington going to the line for two. So let's see if he can hit them. Here we go. And hit the first. Here we go. We're watching a coach's huddle for the Timberwolves. Back to the second free throw, and it's good. So we have ourselves a 1-point game. Let's see how Minnesota responds here. Here we go. Oh, that's too easy. Screen frees up. Mike Conley gets all the way to the rim. Easy lay-in. We're back to a 3-point game. Kyrie gets a screen. Conley and Jaden McDaniels run into each other, but they recover. Offensive foul on Kyrie Irving, illegal screen. Kyrie does not agree with that call. Here we go. Oh, and we're getting Luka back. Luka Magic is back. Let's see. Here we go. Mike Conley swings it back to Cat. And Cat takes up strong. Blocked. Gafford falls on him. Luka swings it. Here we go. Swings it back out to Luka. Wide open. Good recovery by Cat, but now Luka has Cat one-on-one. Gets past him. Good swing to the corner. PJ Washington pump fake. Rudy doesn't bite, so they swing it back to Exum. And it's off. Conley grabs the board. And here comes Ant. Rudy with a hard screen. Ant pulls up for three. It's good. Anthony Edwards cans it, and we have ourselves a 6-point game. And here we go. Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving trying to break down McDaniels. Passes it back out to Luka. Has Ant on him. Gets behind. Puts him in jail. Swings it to the corner. Swings it to Exum. One more. Corner. Washington. Great ball movement. Off. Mike Conley. That was some great ball movement by Dallas. Just couldn't get the shot to go. Here we go. It's a little two-man action. Gobert sets the screen. Conley passes it to McDaniels. Takes it in. And foul by Kyrie. That's the kind of ball I like to see when we're just swinging the ball, getting the whole team involved. Everybody's getting touches. I love to see it. So Kyrie Irving picks up his second. So Anthony Edwards has been on one. He has 17 already. 17 out of the Wolves' 35 points. Here we go. Inbound. Cat has it. Little handoff to Ant. And a foul. What is going on? Oh, okay. I did not see that, but Maxi Kleber got called for defensive 3 seconds. So Cat's on the line to shoot the free throw. It's good. We have ourselves a 36-29 game. Thanks. I'm glad to see Kleber back out there. He's been on the team for a while. He always comes out and does exactly what they ask him to. As Cat and Ant try to run a 2-man game, flows into a pick from Gobert. Looks like they're going to try to trap Ant. Passes it back out to Cat. Passes it down to Rudy. Post up. Lost track of the shot clock. 24-second violation. Great defense by the Dallas. Nothing easy. 8 turnovers already for the Wolves. Here we go. And Luka pulls it, and it's off. But Derek Jones tips it back out to him. Now he pulls it again. Not missing the second time. 4-point game. Say the Timberwolves got to take care of this basketball better. So here we go. Screen from Rudy. And a foul. Rudy drawing another foul. He's going to the line. Luka does not agree with that. Good hustle by Derek Jones Jr. That was great. I love to see it. Let's see. This is a free throw. Here we go. This is free throw 11 and 12 for the Timberwolves. Here we go. Let's see if Rudy can hit him. It's the first. Clean swish. Here we go. Rudy to the line for another one. Here we go. And both are good. Hey, Rudy's free throw form always looked kind of awkward to me, but it works for him. So here we go. Maxi Kleber with the pump fake, gives it back to Luca. Sizing up Ant one-on-one, tries to shoot over the top of him, short, but he gets his own miss, and that's off. Just a bad roll, bad roll. Here we go. And pulls up, short, but nobody boxed out Conley, who gets the board and lays it right back in. Gobert put a body on Luca, and nobody else went for that rebound. PJ Washington swings it. Luca one more. Kleber pump fakes, takes it to the rim. Strong take. It's good. Maxi Kleber's looked good this game. Let's say. Here we go. Oh, Conley catches him asleep. Lays it up and in. Here we go. Kyrie Irving wants to dance with Jaden McDaniels. Here comes Luca with the pump fake. Swings it back to Kyrie. Here comes a screen from Derrick Jones Jr. Let's say a trap on Kyrie and foul. Looks like Kyrie Irving is going to be going to the line for two. Yeah, no, well, Maxey hasn't taken a three yet. We know he's capable, but it's just going to take him a while to acclimate back into the game. He's been out a while. So as Kyrie knocks down the first. Listen, they probably wouldn't have liked to play Kleber this early, but next brain to Derek Lively is kind of just forced Maxey to take up some bigger minutes right away. And Kyrie knocks them both. All right. So we're back to a 6-point game. Conley brings it up. Looks like they're setting up a double screen. Here we go. Passes it out to McDaniels, who's trying to back down Luca. Not a great idea. Luca's a great post defender. Swings it over to Ant. Dancing out with it. Oh, behind the back. Oh, it's off. Oh, what a move. He just could not finish the shot, but here comes Luca. Say Ant's taking Luca. Swings it to the corner. Jones Jr. Yeah, it's money. 3-point game. Here we go. Here we go. And wants Green. Pulling it back out. Good swing this to the corner to McDaniels, most likely. Oh, good swing to Nas. Nas puts it up. Off. Over the back on Cat. Too easy. Yeah, just let that go, Cat. You can't just go over the back like that. You've just picked up your third foul. And now Rudy has to come back in. I think Rudy has 2 already, but that just can't be your third foul in a playoff game. Come on now. As PJ Washington brings it up, gives it to Luca. Looks like he's waiting for a screen. Swings it to the corner. Derrick Jones will line up another 3. It's good. And this game is tied. Derrick Jones Jr. Can't leave anybody open around Luca. He just slung that thing. Little 2-man game. Say a little 2-man game. Draws Rudy Gobert. Draws a foul. Yeah, no, credit to Luka Doncic. This is why he's so impossible to guard because you can't leave anybody open. They load up on him, so he just slings that pass right to the corner. Woo! Here he goes, swings to the corner. McDaniels tries to answer, won't go. Nas gets the offensive rebound. Here comes Ant, throws up the mid-range air ball, and the Mavs have a chance to take the lead, and it's a foul on Anthony Edwards. The Mavs finally have a chance here to take the lead, so we'll see if they are able to do it. Man, the Timberwolves just can't catch a break, and all these wounds are like self-inflicted though. Like these aren't smart fouls. These are just really just yeah, they're in the bonus. You're putting Luke on the line. I oh my goodness. Minnesota just cannot commit these stupid fouls and expect to win this game. And now Ant has to sit. So they're gonna have to try to find consistent offense without Ant or Cat on the floor. That's not gonna be easy. As Luke is going to go 2 for 2 from the line. Just just so disappointed right now in the not for the Mavericks. They've been doing great so far, but for the Timberwolves, as Kyle Anderson hands off to Naz Reid. Nope, takes the handoff to Naz Reid, gives it to McDaniels. He wants to attack Jones Jr. Tough shot, off. Why is that the shot? Here comes Jones Jr. Going downhill, and he's going to get two. Ooh, he's limping though. He's coming up gimpy. Just why is that the shot if you're Jaden McDaniels? You still have time on the clock. You got to work it around. It's frustrating watching the Minnesota Timberwolves because they're beating themselves with a lot of really bad, just self-inflicted wounds, and it's absolutely frustrating at times. So as Derek Jones Jr. sizes up his first free throw, and it's up. No good. Short off the front of the rim. Here we go. Timberwolves are going to have to be better than this if they want to avoid a sweep. And here we go. Taking out Kleba. And Derek Jones Jr. will size up another one. And it's up. And shooter's touch. It's good. 3-point game. Here comes Kyle Anderson. Bringing the ball up. Oh, setting pin downs. Oh, it's a pin down for Naz Reid. Oh, great look. Walker puts it up. It's good. Good read by Naz. Good read by Reid. As Luka brings the ball up. Here we go. Trying to pick off Kyle Anderson. Oh, good read. Played the step back beautifully there. Took it away from him. And another foul. That's 3 on Gobert. So now Rudy, Cat, and all have 3. Once again, just you didn't need to leave your feet there, Rudy. These are just self-inflicted wounds. It's unfortunate, and I really am cheering for the Timberwolves to win this game, but holy cow, they are trying their absolute hardest to lose it. And it's really frustrating to watch. So say hopefully you guys are enjoying the game so far. I'm definitely enjoying watching it. Figure if I want to watch it, might as well do a watch along of it. So it's been a fun time so far. Like I said, I'm hoping the Dallas Mavericks win a title this year. That'd be great. Sorry to all my Celtics listeners out there. Sorry to my Celtics friend out there, but got to represent the Mavs. Always got to rock that throwback Dirk jersey. As we're the biggest weekend. Oh, utopia of the season. Not going on any ships anytime soon. Would be fun though. Want to go on a Chris Jericho's cruise line at some point, that's for sure. JJ Watt, famous football guy. Guy was pretty good at football. He was definitely one of my favorites. Almost thought JJ Watt should have won the MVP in 2014 over Rodgers, but even though he didn't, he definitely had a nice case for it. He had an absolutely phenomenal year. And here we go. This is for the Women's World Cup. Is the World Cup this year? National team versus Korea Republic on Saturday. Here we go. Okay. Oh, more commercials. Stream just froze up for a second. Looks at yeah, Minnesota, great season. We have ourselves. Too bad they couldn't bring a prime Kevin Garnett back to help them. Definitely could help out quite a few of their defensive woes. Said, let's give Dallas all the credit in the world. They're taking advantage of every single opportunity they're given. Every turnover, they're getting a lot of great fast breaks, free throw opportunities. They're cashing them. So I can't wait to visit that stadium one day. The goal of mine. I want to visit every sports stadium I can. So here we go. We're looking at the outside of the American Airlines Arena. Here we go. This might get bad really quick. So they're gonna have to try to stay in this game without Ant, Cat, or Gobert. All right, Nas Reed carry job. It's that time, isn't it? As Luka knocks down the first free throw, and the second one is up and good. It bounced around the rim, but you know what? It's good. And here we go. Here comes Conman. Gets a screen from Nas Reed. Kyle Anderson swings it over. Oh, Conley sizes up a good three. Oh, Anderson with the offensive rebound. Conley kicks it out to McDaniels. Oh, Anderson with the hook. It's good. Kyle Anderson. There we go. Their goal should just be if they can break even these next 2 minutes, that would be great. Just don't let the Mavs bury you. And that is off. But an offensive rebound. PJ Washington swings it back out to Luka, calling for the screen. So Kyrie trying to dance with Alexander Walker. 2 on the clock. Gotta put something up. Stripped. Out of bounds. Mavs are only going to have 4/10 of a second to make something work. So let's see. Wolves just don't give up anything easy. Throws it up. And 24-second violation. Figured that would be the end result, but here we go. Once again, if you're just tuning into those live stream and the game in general, and Cat and Gobert all have 3 fouls right now, so we're going to see if the Timberwolves can tread water this next minute and a half. Here we go. McDaniels takes it down, mid-range. Conley off a screen. Oh, he gets stuck. Oh, good footwork. Draws a foul. Oh, that I for a second really thought he traveled. Wow. Okay, well, Conley gets himself to the line. Okay. These vets for the Timberwolves, Conley and Anderson, really stepping up for him in clutch time. Love to see it. Love to see it. As Conley knocks down the first. Here we go. And Mike Conley knocks the second. Here we go. Kyrie Irving is taking it up. Alexander Walker. Now Gafford bits off to Luka. Pump fake. Anderson leaves his feet. Luka takes it inside. What vision? Kyrie with the 3 off. Luka with the insane wraparound. That won't make any highlight reels because Kyrie couldn't finish, but that was great. And Alexander Walker throws it away. We were just talking about self-inflicted wounds. There's another one. As Kyrie Irving, denies the screen from Jones, throws up the lob. Gafford, that's good. Definitely attack the rim right now. There isn't any rim protection on the Timberwolves side, so I'm spamming the pick and roll, getting a lot of pressure at the basket. It's going to open up a lot of threes for the Mavs. Oh, here we go. Alexander Walker almost falls over, but here we go. Swings it to Kyle Anderson, who's going to take it out, pulls up, and it's short. Here comes Luka. Luka's going to take his time. He's going to really drain this clock. Here we go. Nope, doesn't want to screen. He's just isoing. Offensive foul? Ooh. Luka better be careful. He doesn't get called for a T here. Okay. I did not see that coming. Offensive foul on Luka Doncic. Here we go. Luka, yep. Send Luka to the bench for the last 10 seconds. No need to risk him picking up another one. Here comes Mike Conley. 2-man action. Him and Naz Reid. Screen roll. Conley gets to the rim. Throws it up. And we have ourselves a tie game. Ladies and gentlemen, at halftime, it is the Minnesota Timberwolves 49, Dallas Mavericks 49. How does this game go in the second half? Well, you have to wait till after the halftime show to find out. But it has been a good one, folks. It's an awesome game so far. Love to see it. Like I said, knew it would be key to just for Minnesota to be able to tread water in the last couple of minutes there, and they were able to do just that. I'm shocked that Dallas didn't attack the rim more with Gobert and Cat off the floor, but overall, really even and balanced game. But if the Timberwolves really want to win this, they're going to have to avoid these stupid fouls that they've been committing all game and unnecessary turnovers that just cannot happen. But at least they were able to, like I said, keep it afloat. We have ourselves a 49 game. Said we have the return of Kleba this game, so that's here we go. And then of course we had I like scrolling around on Twitter, just trying to find different basketball topics to talk about or see what the breaking news is. There's some crazy people on Twitter, man. There's some people that were saying that the every team that the Boston Celtics beat were better than OKC. I'm like, no. Like, oh, fully healthy Indiana Pacers are better than OKC. Yeah, no, they're not. Like, it doesn't matter what team you give them. Every single team that the Celtics played, even fully healthy, they're not better than OKC. Here we go. And then we have our how always find it ironic NBA wants to crack down on people gambling on the game, and yet at their players gambling, sponsored to you by FanDuel. To me, that is the most ironic thing in the world. So like I said, we're at half. It's 49, which this is the best case scenario right now for the Minnesota Timberwolves. This is a team that they looked awesome in the first quarter, but reverted back to really sloppy play in the second. So the fact that it is still only, it's the fact that it is a tie game right now is pretty amazing. Not gonna lie. I'm looking forward to seeing how the second half plays out. That is for sure. Let's see. Like I said, here we go. And we're at the halftime show. It said, who's enjoying this game so far? Like I said, this would be the Mavs' first finals trip since 2011. The year that Dirk and company beat the Heatles. Timberwolves, no bueno in the finals. No bueno. And, it's unfortunate because I really feel like they should have made it a couple times during those, Kevin Garnett years. But, they had to smoke their whole future for Joe Smith. So inside the TNT crew, it's going to be a sad day when the inside the TNT crew ends up having to finally go their separate ways because of a new TV deal. Good for the league for getting paid, but seeing Shaq, Kenny, Chuck, and all them together, they just have such a great chemistry, and they're just absolute magic together. I say I like seeing Minnesota dominating the paint. Exactly what you should be. Anthony Edwards, Gobert, and Towns. There's no reason you should be getting outscored in the paint. Say here we go. Say Dante Exum hadn't scored yet, but he comes up huge. It's always the key when it comes to the Dallas Mavericks. It's every team they face, they're going to load up on Kyrie and they're going to load up on Luca. It always feels like it comes down to okay, but are the other guys going to hit shots? And this game, all the credit in the world, Exum, Jones Jr., they've all been money so far. Say, I'm looking forward to seeing how the second half goes. Say, Luca's doing a great job at just distributing and spraying the ball around. Here we go, and we're watching Luca stepping back. Yeah, that was a really tough shot. That's kind of sometimes the issue with the Dallas Mavericks, though. Kind of what Chuck just said. They can get stagnant without any ball movement at times, and sometimes too. Another issue you see with their offense is Luca will take his sweet time looking for a switch, but sometimes if you play your cards right, they'll sit there and by the time he gets the switch he wants, there's only 4 seconds left on the clock. So he's forced to take a tough shot. It is what it is. So here we go, and we'll see. I need to see what the Timberwolves are in the second half because, like, in the first quarter, they looked awesome. In the second quarter, not so much. Not a fan of what they did in the second quarter. Just cut down on the stupid fouls. That's all I ask. They look like Shaq staring into my soul right now. Here we go. Yeah, no, Ant's generating some insane rim pressure right now. Here we go, and bang. Anthony Edwards. Like I said, I love Anthony Edwards. He is doing everything in his power to make sure that there is a game five. So he's come out swinging. And at the end of the day, that's kind of the scary part, though, if you're Minnesota, is you jumped out to a nice lead, and Dallas, who really doesn't even feel like they're playing their best basketball, just erased it anyway. I'll say I'm more than okay with the Mavericks Celtics finals. The Celtics completed the sweep, swept the Pacers. They're in the NBA finals. And listen, say what you want about the Celtics and having quote unquote easy competition or whatever you want to say, but they just beat whoever got put in front of them. They got the job done. So, congratulations to the Boston Celtics. And I would not mind, even as I'm a Milwaukee Bucks fan, so that might sound weird, but I would not mind if the Celtics won a title. I think that Al Horford does deserve one before he retires. But at the same time, if it comes down to it, I will be cheering for the Dallas Mavericks in the finals. Here we go. Halftime is continuing to roll on. We're back to commercial break. So I'm really excited for the second half. What adjustments do we see out of the Dallas Mavericks, and what adjustments do we see out of the Timberwolves? Here we go. Now we're just say anybody who just joined in, thank you for joining in. It's currently a tie game in Dallas, 49 apiece. It is halftime, so they're just kind of burning time right now. Currently watching some AT&T commercials for the iPhone 15. Say Minnesota started out playing really well, but their play in the second quarter reverted to games 1 through 3. Minnesota, while the Dallas Mavericks were kind of the opposite. They didn't start out the greatest, but they picked it up in the second quarter. So the big story, I think, coming into the second quarter is for sure foul trouble, as Karl Anthony Towns, Anthony Edwards, and Rudy Gobert all have 3 fouls. So you got to really avoid picking up a quick one. I'd say them picking up a fourth early and being forced to sit for most of the third would be absolutely devastating. And it just comes down to playing smart. Cat committed some really dumb fouls. Anthony Edwards committed some really dumb fouls in that second half. So it once again, I'm looking forward to seeing if they're able to do that. Just Play smarter. That's all I ask. Play smarter. Here we go. Hoping after this commercial break, the game will be back. I don't want to see a car commercial. I just had to get my car fixed. A radiator leak. There we go. NBA commercial. Yeah. Oh man, you know what? When the new media deal hits and the crew gets disbanded, I guess that means no more Shaq than a fool, which would be kind of sad. Not gonna lie. Over 90% accurate. Oh, gosh. Here we go, and we're getting another outside shot of the American Airlines Arena, and it looks like we're going right back to commercials. Don't you hate it when that happens? Like when you're trying to watch a game and they cut like back to the inside the NBA crew just to cut back to commercials less than a minute later. So it kind of drives me up a wall. Triple Crown Kia. Like I said, we have a really good game going on so far, so I'll absolutely take it. It's been a lot of fun. Some of these commercials I don't understand, man. I'm telling you, this dude's just floating around in a locker. Now he's just spraying a fire extinguisher. Hopefully, zero gravity doesn't wear off, man. All right, here we go. Yeah, like I said, for anybody who just doesn't know me, my name is Guardy3, part of Wire to Wire Sports Network, proud co-host of the And One podcast. Me and my boy Mo Betta. Shout out to the legend himself. We just get on, we talk hoops, we just sit around like we're like old friends, just have some barbershop hoop talks about playoffs. But we're also a big fan of not only current NBA, but we make sure to give our love and respect to past NBA legends as well. Unfortunately, this week the NBA world lost a great guy. Bill Walton passed away. Thoughts and prayers go out to the family and friends of Bill Walton. If anybody doesn't know Bill Walton, he was an extraordinarily talented player, multiple time college player of the year. I believe 3 time in the NBA. He had one of the greatest 2 year peaks we had ever seen. He's a rebounds leader, blocks leader, MVP, finals MVP, 2 time all NBA defense in those 2 years. And of course, like I said, finals MVP, he won a finals also. And obviously, after that, his body started to break down a bit on him. So he adjusted his game, went to the Celtics, became a 6 man, won 6 man of the year there. And just overall, when we talk about some of the greatest passing big men of all time, Bill Walton's name should absolutely be up there. The man was a playmaker, not only on the court, but he was also a playmaker off the court, making a name for himself in NBA media. And I've heard a lot of great stories about his work in the community. So he's he's a great presence on and off the court. And not just the NBA community, the world, lost a really good man. So, rest in peace, Bill Walton. Here we go. It looks like we're shifting back to the game. Start of the third quarter. That's what I like to see. Reggie, Stan Van, and Harlan. Okay, here we go. We are back. Anthony Edwards brings the ball up. Here we go. Mike Conley comes up to get it. Screen from Gobert. Swings it back to Cat, taking it up strong and with the finish. Good finish by Cat. Cat sprinting to try to get back into the play. Here we go. And easy dunk by Gafford. Dallas should be able to attack inside with that, with both bigs being in foul trouble. Here we go. Good screen by Gobert. Swings back. A little handoff action. Two-man game. Conley Gobert. McDaniels takes it in. Shoots it over Kyrie. Short. Here comes Luka. Euro. Passes it to Gafford. Strong take. And the Dallas Mavericks have the lead. Here we go. Here comes Anthony Edwards. Gets a screen from Gobert. Wants to kick it to the corner. Mike Conley, corner three. Off. Out of bounds. Luka's not happy. He wanted a foul. Let's see. So he wanted a foul on Rudy. Doesn't get it, but he gets possession anyway. Here we go. A little screen from Gafford. Rudy's dropping, trying to cut off the lob. So Luka just shoots it over the top. Oh, okay. So the basket counts, but they're calling an offensive foul on Daniel Gafford. All right. So Dallas is up 4. Here we go. Anthony Edwards gets a screen from Rudy. That probably should have been a travel, but instead it's a corner three, as it's a 1-point game. No live coverage. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to show the game. I don't want to get kicked off the air or anything. Here we go. Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards will in and out dribble, shoots it over Gafford. Gafford clears. Here comes Luka. Luka. Oh, good hands by McDaniels. Going the other way. 3-on-1 break. Oh, and McDaniels with the dunk. So here we go. We got ourselves a 1-point game where they were able to convert on the 3-on-1. I didn't think they were going to for a second. Here comes Kyrie. Screen from PJ Washington. Cat shows. Washington gets an open look. Off. Ant with the board. Here comes Ant. Screen from Gobert. Go screen from Gobert. But Ant throws it up. It's off. Double for Luka. Here comes Kyrie. He's got Cat on him. He goes right past him. Oh, here we go. He tried to pass it to Gafford. Conley with the hands. Wolves are off and running. They have an advantage. Good to wrap around. Pump fake. And oh, all right. Well, Ant with the bad pass. Almost ran out of bounds. McDaniels tried to save it. Threw it off PJ or Derek Jones Jr., which it proceeded to bounce back off of Jaden McDaniels, who was standing out of bounds. So Anthony Edwards got to get those passes under control. But here comes Luka. Screen from Gafford. Here we go. Oh, and blown coverage. Nobody there to protect the rim. Luka with the easy lay-in. DJJ gets in Rudy's face. There's a little altercation. I guess we'll see if they hand out any technicals here. Oh, okay, that's what he didn't like. Rudy threw a little forearm shiver into him. Derek took exception to it, which is absolutely fair. I absolutely would have too. So Here we go. Okay, so play was stopped for a technical foul. They're going to go back and look to see if anything needs to be upgraded to a flagrant. I don't know. They might call this on Rudy. They might give Rudy a flagrant here. Say Rudy started that whole thing because he really got into Derek Jones right there, like with the forearm. So anybody just joining in, it's a 3-point game. Dallas is up 3. We're reviewing for a possible flagrant. Rudy just really threw a forearm into him. So we're gonna see if. So we're gonna, yeah, we're gonna see. Rudy might get a flagrant here. Here we go. So we have a technical. Here we go. Come on. Yeah, say it shouldn't take this long. I'm kind of with the announcers on this one. Let's move on. Safe. I could see that in off the first replay angle. I'm not sure what else we're really looking for here. Okay. All right, we're now huddling up. This review's taking too long. Like, okay, so finally got to the bottom of it. We have a double tech on Rudy Gobert and Derek Jones Jr. So if either one of them picks up one more tech, they're gone. Here we go. Here we go. Here comes Ant taking it up. Ooh, passes it off to Conley. Deciding which screen to use. Decides to use Gobert's screen. Sets the screen for Cat. Gets downhill. Strong take. Good finish by Cat. So when Cat just gets in trouble when he decides he's only going to be a jump shooter, but him right there, that was really aggressive. I love to see it. So here we go. Luka swings out to Kleber, passes back to Luka. Step back, short. Cat clears. Here we go. It's out to Conley. Oh, Luka looked like he wanted to gamble, but laid off. Anthony Edwards sizing up Luka. Trying to go to his right, get past him, swings it to the corner, swings it one more. Cat pump fake. He's taking it up strong. That's going to be an offensive foul. And that's 4 on Cat. Yeah, no way. Wow. All right. Well, Cat has 4. He just has to be really careful. He cannot pick up another one. As Kyrie Irving sends it. Here we go. Anthony Edwards. Let's see if he has an answer. Gives it to Cat, face up. And Cat with the answer. Count it. And 1. Like I said, when Karl Anthony Towns wants to attack the basket and be a dual threat, mixing in threes and just rim pressure, he's great. But when he settles to be a jump shooter, that's when we start to see bad Karl Anthony Towns. But this one, He sized up Derek Jones, took it in, got the contact and the foul. So this is the Karl Anthony Towns we've been waiting for. Good hit. Okay. We have ourselves a 1-point game. Dallas is clinging to a 1-point game. Here comes Kyrie. He's taking it up. Taking it up against Jaden McDaniels. Derek Jones trying to set a screen. Oh, here, never mind. Here comes Kleber. Rudy staying in front of him. Kyrie pulls up. Off. Anthony Edwards pushing. It's going to go. Oh! Anthony Edwards, really slippery. Gets to the basket with the finish. Wolves back up 1. Here comes Luka Doncic. PJ Washington come up, setting the screen. Cat shows. Maxey off. First 3 attempt by Maxey, and it's off the line. Here comes Conley. Let's see, what are we doing? We're giving it to Cat, who lets it rip. Cat is feeling it. This is the Karl Anthony Towns that Minnesota's needed, and it is a 4-point lead for the Timberwolves. All right, here we go. Mike Conley switched. Oh, here comes Jones being aggressive. Off. Gobert clears. Here we go. Here comes Naz Reid. Sorry, here comes Anthony Edwards. Here you go. Ant trying to travel. Apparently, I just got so excited thinking about I don't even know why I said Naz Reid right there. I knew that was Anthony Edwards, but had a little bit of a brain fart and said Naz. I guess, I'm always thinking about the GOAT, so can't really blame me there, right? Like I said, Karl Anthony Towns finally showing up big time. Like I said, we for the N1 podcast, we have a Facebook page, so if you get a second, check out our Facebook page, and if you're more into Discord, the N1 podcast does have a Discord server, so like I said, you can definitely give us a look. We definitely appreciate it. Like I said, our actual show is normally Thursdays, 8 o'clock, 8 Central. I'd off work today. Didn't have any shows for today, so I figured, why not? Let's do a watch along. Let's get live. Let's have a little fun, and let's watch Game 4 with everybody. So here we go. Come on. Watching a commercial on Intuit QuickBooks. Like I said, I'm loving what I'm seeing from Cat. He's not settling for jumpers the entire time. He's being aggressive. He's attacking the basket. This is the Karl Anthony Towns that the Timberwolves have needed all series long. Here we go. Come on. Girl. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Come on. I just like long commercial breaks. Here we go. Giannis, that's my boy. Giannis put together another phenomenal year. Not gonna lie, I got really annoyed at the end of the year when people sat there trying to take him off the All NBA first team for Jalen Brunson. I think Jalen Brunson had a phenomenal year. I just don't think he should have touched the All NBA first team. I think the voters got that team actually perfect. Like, that was the same all NBA first team I had predicted was going to happen a couple months ago. So, like I said, shout out to say a little tribute going on to Big Red, Bill Walton right now. My dog Peanut's being real silly behind me. All right, here we go. Luka gives it up to Green, gives it to Kyrie, swings it back down to Luka. Conley on him. I'm guessing this pass is getting swung to PJ Washington. Kyrie, one more to PJ Washington. Pump fake, trying to be aggressive, attack the rim, gets cut off. Hook shot off. Here comes Mike Conley, slowing things up a little bit. So here we go. Gives it to Karl Anthony Towns. Gobert sets a screen for Cat. And Gobert's tripped, and we're going to be side out of bounds. Really, the biggest difference between this year and last year with Minnesota, it feels like it's just Karl Anthony Towns being healthy. Here we go. Anthony Edwards inbounds it to Conley. Here we go. Screen from Gobert. Cat gets a screen from Gobert. Sweet. Who's that on? Oh my goodness, is that? That's on Cat? Oh my goodness. That is huge. Cat just got called for a foul. That's going to be 5. This is why you don't pick up those stupid fouls earlier. Yeah, this if they didn't call flagrant, I agree with what Reggie just said right there. If this isn't if this wasn't a flagrant against TJ McConnell, there's no way that this can be. But wow, that is 5 on Cat. He was just heating up 2. That is huge. So he's going to have to sit the rest of this quarter pretty much. Wow. What a turn of events. Cat's starting to heat up and really take this Minnesota offense, and he gets not only called for 5, but reviewing it for a flagrant. Holy cow. Yeah, that too, Kyle. Like, McConnell, if they're not calling McConnell a flagrant, if Peyton Pritchard getting kicked in the face by Isaiah Jackson isn't a flagrant, then this should not be a flagrant either. And a technical on Chris Finch? Oh my goodness. You can't give up points like this. I get it. You're frustrated. This is an emotional game, but you cannot give points up. As Kyrie hits the free throw, Chris Finch is just. Finch can't pick up a technical right there. Like I said, I understand. I get it. This game's been emotional. But at the same time, once again, this it just cannot happen. So here we go. 3-point game off the technical free throw. Luka swings it to PJ Washington, kicks it out. And here we go. Hardy gets blocked off. Luka dancing with Ant. Gonna kick it to the corner. PJ Washington, and this is why you don't get a technical, because now it's a tie game. Here we go. Mike Conley bringing it up court. And a foul on Hardy. That's exactly why right there you cannot. Unreal. Here we go. All right. It's all right. Just regroup. Here comes Gobert. It's going to hand it off to Ant. Ant attacking. Nope. Nas, here we go. What a finish. Count it. And one. What a finish by Nas. The sixth man of the year has been huge. Nice off-foot little finish there. Woo! Say, be careful. Mavericks know first-hand experience. Nas can get cooking quick. So they're going to need Nas right now because obviously they don't have Cat. Probably, as that free throw rims out, they don't have Cat at least till the fourth quarter. And it might be the middle of the fourth quarter till you can bring him back in. Luka kicks it back out. Here we go. Good block by Kyle Anderson. And throws it down. That's when Minnesota's at its best. Defense to offense. Hardy gives it up to Luka. Gafford, here we go. That's a high ball screen. Trap Luka. Swings it to Gafford. On the foul on Ant. That's going to be his fourth. Ant's got to be careful too now. I didn't have any problem with that foul though, because that's clean. I'd consider challenging that. That was clean. I think that's what we're doing. I think we're getting a challenge, and that's going to get overturned. That was all ball. That was a good gamble by Ant. So, said thanks for hopping in the comments, Kyle. I appreciate you. That's for sure. Can't wait to see your Celtics in the finals coming up. So, like I said, we're looking forward to seeing. We are waiting to see who joins the Celtics in the NBA Finals. But, ladies and gentlemen, joining me on this show right now is my partner in crime. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the greatest co-host of all time. It's Mo Betta. Mo, how you doing, sir?
I'm good, man. Yourself?
I'm doing great. Like I said, we're didn't have anything to do, so said let's go live. Let's watch some basketball.
Why not? Why not? Indeed, I understand. I'm with you. It's been a great game so far. Timberwolves look a lot better. Anthony Edwards is looking more like the Anthony Edwards that we saw versus the Nuggets. He needs to just stay aggressive. He can't let up.
I agree, and they just gotta just knock it off with these bad fouls. Like
I think that call is going to be challenged, though. I think they're going to win that challenge.
Yeah, this Ant one I think is going to get reversed. I did not mind that at all, even if it is a foul. That was a great gamble, but Karl Anthony Towns, at least two of his fouls were completely avoidable. And Ant had a couple that were avoidable, and Chris Finch has to make sure to not get teed up. It's just a lot of self-inflicting wounds by the Minnesota Timberwolves to keep Dallas in this game.
Agreed. The funny thing is, though, when you watch the way the Mavericks have played, Luka, I think he's pressing a little bit because maybe he knows he has the opportunity to end the series tonight. He's had more than a few bad turnovers tonight.
No, absolutely. And Jaden McDaniels had some nice defensive plays on him. He's been much improved this game.
I like his energy, and he's not overreacting to Luka turning the corner. I think he's smart. He's moving his feet, so I think he's playing him differently. So is Ant. I think they've done a much better job for them to get this win though and take it back to Minnesota. Like I said, Ant's got to stay more aggressive, and Towns has got to be smarter. Like he's clearly playing better offensively, but he's making those stupid fouls that are unnecessary, and they're going to need his scoring punch to help Ant carry this home. And look, I think Mike Conley has played well so far. I think Minnesota's on a mission. Like if they can come out strong and close out the third quarter with a strong run and get some separation, I think they're going to be in good shape.
Oh, he did get his hand right
Oh,
before.
okay. See, Reggie gave us the other view. The other view was weak. This one right here, he clamped him.
Yeah, I still don't mind it. I think it was a good gamble. Just unfortunately, just kind of misfired.
Now, look, Ant's trying to make plays on both ends of the floor, so I respect that. I also like the Minnesota's doubling Luka more frequently. I'm not afraid of Hunter in the corner over there. Like he's gonna have to make a three. You tip your hat when they make that shot, but I'd rather gamble on him making that shot than let Luka play one-on-one.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Here we go. Little pin down action for Ant. Sizing up Green. Here comes Rudy to set a screen. Swings it. McDaniels. Oh!
He's shot the ball so well this whole series. Like they're down 0-3, but he shot the ball well the entire series.
No, yeah, absolutely. Hardy just tried a heat check, but offensive rebound by Gafford. Green from the corner. Off.
I'll give Hardy a lot of credit. You would not know he was from the G League. Like this guy has all the confidence in the world. I love that.
Kyle says, how many corner threes will they give up to the Mavs? The issue is that's just kind of their game plan. They're just going to load up on Luka and Kyrie, and that they don't really care about giving up the corner three.
They don't. They're really trying to live with the role players beating them versus Luka and Kyrie, and I don't think that's a bad strategy. Like he hit one, and then they just missed three in a row, so I don't think it's a bad strategy at all.
No, one thing I really like with the Minnesota Timberwolves this game too is I just think they're taking much better pursuit angles around screens. Like they're staying in front of Luka. The thing with Luka is he doesn't shoot directly coming off screens, so you can go under screens on Luka, and I've seen Minnesota do more of that this game.
You know the deal. Make Luka frustrated. He starts having a lot of conversations with the refs.
I thought he's going to get teed up a couple times.
Look at this kid Hardy. Very aggressive attack to the basket. You got to love that. You got to find a way to be productive, stay on the floor. If the jump shot's not falling, attack the basket. That's a great attack.
Yeah, no, that's one thing I gave Karl Anthony Towns a lot of credit for. He was really aggressive attacking the basket this game.
Yeah, you know what?
Rudy, or on Ant.
It was on Rudy, but that's a bad call because Kleba, he actually grabbed him and did an illegal screen and back into Rudy. That's a terrible call. The rest they should have took a look at that. That was actually an offensive foul.
Yeah, so they probably could have gotten a reverse, but I'm guessing Finch just wants to save his challenge for the end, I guess. All right, here we go. Nas taking it up. Swings it back out to Luka doesn't get text. The refs are only sensitive when it comes to Tatum.
I don't know about that. I agree. Luka, they do let Luka get away with a lot of conversations and a lot of salty language.
Hardy with an absolute sledgehammer of a dunk.
Yeah.
Oh!
Wow. Okay.
Here we go.
That's a great pass by Ed. That's a great
good.
pass. Great pass by Anthony Edwards. Great find in the corner.
I would say Anthony Edwards' passes to the corners are quite the adventure because he'll throw one like that, and the next two he'll like 3 rows up.
Yeah, he threw one to McDaniels that Yao Ming couldn't have caught.
Oh, Kleber sizes one up.
Now you notice when Kleber shoots, you can see him literally shooting with his shoulder. Like that shoulder is clearly still bothering him. Like if he's not comfortable shooting the three, he shouldn't shoot the three.
Right. I said earlier, I don't even think they really wanted to play Kleber this game, but with
They
Lively
didn't.
going out, they didn't have a choice.
Right. They didn't. You're right. 100%. Yeah, Anson is back now. He's feeling really good. He's got Alexander in the corner again. Oh, man, that was a great pass.
Dude, he looks like he's catapulting that shots a little bit. He looks like he almost reminds me of like Eric Bledsoe shooting that.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something like,
catapult.
As long as you don't say Sean Marion or Noah.
No.
Look at this kid, Hardy.
Woo, I love it.
I love it when a young player doesn't know what he doesn't know. He's just attacking.
And
Ant is feeling really good.
He's feeling it.
Yeah,
I love it. End of the third.
I think Ant's going for 40 tonight.
Oh, what's he at now? I'm going to take a look real quick. What is he at now? He is at 23. Honestly, with the way he's feeling, I could see a monster fourth coming for him.
I'm guarantee you that Chris Finch is like, you can't shoot enough for me. Stay aggressive. Stay aggressive.
Apparently, they don't even need to worry about Luka. Just load up on Jaden Hardy.
Right. Yeah, now you have to double Jaden Hardy. Who knew coming in?
That's been the scary part about this Mavericks team. Like, it's always somebody new stepping up. It's almost reminiscent of that 2020 Bubbles Laker team where you had your clear two best guys, and it was always like a different third option stepping up every night between KCP, Kuzma, Caruso. For the Mavericks, it's just been a barrage of PJ, DJ, Derek Jones Jr. Here comes Hardy.
It's funny because you see Hardy and Josh Green. They've basically taken away the minutes that Hardaway would have normally gotten. Tim Hardaway Jr. would have gotten. He's not even in the rotation right now.
No, I thought Hardaway Jr. would be such a big part of this team, but he just relies too much on that jumper, and it just hasn't been falling this year. He's just so wildly inconsistent.
He is. He's a great when he's on one though. He's a problem, but the problem is there's a lot of times when he's not on one. He's just a really streaky shooter.
Yeah, and that's the thing with him. He doesn't care if he's on one or off one. He's just going to shoot. So it's really up to you to gauge him. Because if that ball hits his hands, he's putting it right up.
So we already know the Celtics are in. What were your thoughts on Jaylen Brown being the conference finals MVP?
I didn't have any beef with it.
Oh no, I don't have a beef with it. I just wanted your thoughts on it. I thought he deserved it.
Yeah, no, I thought he was phenomenal. I loved it. Good for Jaylen Brown, and I think that should really help. Hopefully, that proves to a lot of people and just kind of shows how good Jaylen Brown is. Because Jaylen Brown gets crapped on because he signed that big contract, but this first year he's absolutely lived up to it. So good for Jaylen Brown. He's been awesome. Hardaway and Dinwiddie are the same player.
What did he say?
Kyle said Hardaway and Dinwiddie are the same player.
Man, that's hard. That's harsh. That's harsh. Yeah, that's harsh. That's really harsh. I would say that's a good analogy though. Like it's literally with both of those guys, it's hit or miss, and you usually know early on after they've taken their first couple of shots, like, yeah, we need to sit them.
Yeah, Hardy just. I like that. He looked at Hardy, gave him a little nod, like, okay, man, all right, and then just came back and pulled the midi.
I think Ant is one of those kind of guys, though. Like, there's some guys, they get themselves going by talking and you kind of coming back at them. I think he's one of those dudes.
Yeah. It almost seems like the best way to, throw Ant off is just don't engage him on that front.
Ignore him. Right. I wouldn't say nothing. I would just play him and just keep it moving.
Just kill him with kindness.
Right. Good shot, Ant. Nice play.
We go, a little pick and roll action. Luca, you're gonna nice kick to the corner. Hardy, yep.
I think Hardy said tonight he's Kyrie.
Oh my goodness. I'm shocked that Rudy didn't get called for a fifth there. It looks like he pushed Gafford down under the basket. He's got to be careful. Here we go. Screen of Conley. Walker. Not shy about taking him. Not really making him, but he's taking him.
But I like that confidence. This is an interesting matchup, right? So everybody goes, Luka's not very quick. Neither is Kyle Anderson. Like they're both equally slow.
That's a dunk.
That's what I would do more of. I would do more pick and roll action off the wings with Naz Reid. People forget Naz Reid can handle the ball. He used to play point guard in high school. I would let Naz Reid initiate some offense.
Oh,
look at okay, that was an ugly finish, but I was right on time. The guy's got a handle.
What do we call it? $1 million move, but a 5-cent finish.
Right.
That's your way to attack Rudy. You got him in the air. You got him off balance. Dump it to the man behind him. Great move there by Derek Jones.
That's normally if you give Rudy the ball that far away, bad things happen. But he finished. Nice finish.
I was shocked to see Rudy bust out the Euro step earlier. I was like, oh
yeah.
Luka probing what he wants to do. Swings it to the corner. He's just going to try to dump. Here we go. Yep.
Look at slow-mo leading the slowest break ever. Everybody's back. Oh, you got to dunk that.
That's a foul. Oh, that's goaltending.
Goaltending. You got to count that.
Rudy thinks he's George Gervin. So wait, well, what if I told you coming into this game that the second half of this game was going to be decided by Jaden Hardy and Rudy Gobert going shot for shot?
I would have never had a parlay like that. No such thing. Man, you could have been filthy rich tonight.
Right? Because I would not have thought the offense right now is give it to Rudy, but ripped off 5 straight.
You know what? It's game 4. You're trying not to get swept. Do your thing, Rudy. If they got to go through Rudy to get buckets, do it.
Good. Here we go. Kyrie with the long shot.
Yeah. See, people keep asking me, do I want the series to end and get to the finals sooner? And I said, no. I picked the Mavs in 7. Do I want it to actually end up going to 7 where they could lose? No. But as a fan of basketball, I'd love it if the Timberwolves came back and won 2 in a row and made things interesting. I'm all for it. I want more basketball.
For too. Like at the end of the day, I want Dallas to win. I even made sure to wear the Dirk jersey tonight.
Oh, Dirk!
But yeah, I want them to more so win in 6 or 7.
I'd have thought. You know, if Luka, and again, I think if Dallas should make it to the finals, Dallas and the Celtics are going to be an amazing matchup. That said, what if Luka were to win the title? Don't you realize that Luka winning the title this year and Joker winning it last year, that literally blows up the notion that you have to be a freak athlete. Like you when they talk about this era and you hear somebody like David West go with that lazy take, bigger, stronger, faster, that's not Luka or Joker. Maybe a little bigger, not necessarily stronger, for sure not faster or quicker or more athletic. Like these two literally blow up the idea that you've got to be a freak athlete. Now, to counter that, they're not freak athletes, but they're both elitely skilled and talented.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm saying. Yeah, it kind of comes down to if you have mega skill, you can overcome not being a freak athlete. You know, we saw that with Bird. To an extent, like, would you say Magic was the most athletic guy ever? Like, he was real big and he had some great high IQ, but
I don't think he was like a freak athlete, but I think he was a better athlete than people remember, especially Magic his first 5 years in the NBA. Like that dude was quick. He was big. He wasn't just big. Like he could accelerate in the open floor. I think he was a very good athlete, but not a freak athlete.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, he's an athlete for sure. I just wouldn't describe him as like a freakish athlete.
No, was a freakish athlete, but is a lesser player in the bigger picture. Byron Scott was a freakish athlete.
Yeah. Don't sleep on Byron Scott. A lot of people tend to do that.
Yeah, he had crazy hops.
Those guys use intelligence, angles, and leverage. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, who was it that there was somebody said this. I don't know if it was Kevin Garnett, maybe it was Gilbert Arenas, or was this the Chandler Parson quote when he said Luke is already better than Larry Bird?
Oh, that was Parsons.
You got to stop saying stuff just to say stuff. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Like, it's one of those things. Like, could Luka at the end of his career be better than Larry Bird? Yeah, I don't doubt it. He has the ability to be, but he's not there yet. So let's pump the brakes on it. Like, I think he could be. It's not the most egregious thing I've ever heard. I think at the end of the career, sure, but if you're talking like right now, I don't know, man. Larry Bird was making all defensive teams right now, and
I think
still leading an elite offense.
I think did Larry Bird peel off like 3 MVPs in a row?
Yeah, 3 MVPs.
Yeah, he peeled off like 3 MVPs in a row. I mean,
2 all-defensive teams.
Yeah, I mean, look. So they always do the comparison. Look at Larry Bird at this stage and Luke at this stage, and I'm like, don't do that either, because I think I could be wrong, but I believe Larry Bird was a 22 or 23-year-old rookie.
Yeah, he was an older one.
Right, but Luka was like 18. You know what I'm saying? Like that. It's a horrible straw man debate. It's also a horrible straw man debate to put up their numbers, because Bird played in a much more physical era where the fouls that they called today, they weren't fouls. If 23-year-old Larry Bird could play today in today's game with today's rules, I actually think his numbers would be better.
Absolutely, and I think he would have lasted longer. And the reason why I think that is, maybe he doesn't, maybe he has somebody else go shovel his mom's driveway so he doesn't have the back injury.
Right.
Maybe he doesn't get into a bar fight in the middle of the Eastern Conference Finals in '85.
This is true. That's another thing. Maybe you don't get suplexed by Bill Laimbeer. You're right.
Yeah, that too. You wouldn't have to worry about the Pistons just kicking the crap out of them.
If they're going to Rudy again. Dang.
Okay, that one didn't work, but got the offensive rebound.
Reset.
Went to the well one too many times.
So I love when Towns catches the ball and goes downhill, but what I don't like is when he finishes, he actually goes away from the basket with his hands. See what he does? He goes away, and I would rather him go up and try to dunk it. Don't go away. Attack the shot blocker. You're 6'10", 6'11". You're not little. Look at Gafford.
Gafford again.
That pull up. Nope. Oh,
look at the offensive rebound.
Look at that. Legs. Get in there, Gafford. There goes Luka.
And 5 on Gobert.
He gets you. If you lean in and he can get his shoulder around you, it's over with. You're in trouble already.
Wow. This is going to be tough for Minnesota because now they can't be aggressive, like contesting these shots.
They can't. No, I know what you're saying. You're right. You're right to a degree, but I would say offensively, when you have Towns and Naz Reid, Dallas have to respect both of them because they both can shoot from range, and Naz Reid can put the ball on the deck. So you do give up something on one end, but I think you gain spacing on the other end.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's just going to be tough with Rudy and Cat both having 5 now. Ooh.
Washington almost got one. He came over the back. Really?
What?
Wow.
The Timberwolves ball.
Yeah, I thought Washington tipped it out of bounds. Look at Ant's like, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, the refs are going to look at that.
There we go.
What? Luka's like running back. I don't think you want him to run it back, Luka.
It's close. No, I don't need another 5-minute review on something that should have been 2.
Real quick. I like this when they go with that action right there. I don't know what Rudy was doing. Now go.
Yeah, I don't know why Rudy just like flared out to the elbow. Like,
Yeah.
what do you expect to do from there, Rudy?
He wants to shoot that Dirk fall away.
Oh, that would have been huge.
Washington's been struggling a little bit with his shot tonight. It's flat, real flat.
Here we go. Nobody knows what they're doing on offense. We're giving it to Cat.
I thought Rudy was going to set a flare screen for Mike Conley, but you can do that too. I thought they were going to call walk.
Oh, it's defensive 3 seconds.
Gafford?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm still shocked that Luka, like, I know he gets a decent amount of texts, but at the same time, I feel like he should get more. Like,
as much as he talks to the refs, Luka should lead the league in texts by far.
Right. Like, I feel like he just talks to the refs so much that I feel like it should be just more. Yeah, Daniel Gafford, he's been impressive.
What they did getting Gafford and Washington at the trade deadline, it literally altered their team.
Like right here. Why are you letting him just sit there, throw his arms up in the middle of the huddle? You can give Luka a T. It's okay.
I think they're afraid to give him a T in Dallas. Luka gets a lot of leeway. Look, I have a lot of respect for the guy. He's definitely one of the great players in the league, but he's also, two things can be true. He's the biggest crybaby in the league too. It's not even close.
Like, I always find it funny when people go so hard on like LeBron, but then it's just like we're giving passes to Luka. Oh,
they do give passes to Luka. And again, this is not me debating anybody on how great a player he is. He is a crybaby.
And Banks went in.
If I'm Chris Finch, I'm yelling at Ant, shoot more. Attack more.
And shooting every shot down the stretch here if possible.
I want Ant to do a Luka. I want him to either shoot or create for somebody else, but I want the ball in his hands at all times.
Nice little touch pass from Jones to Washington. What a save. I thought that was going out of bounds.
Another one of my favorite players on the low. I've liked Derrick Jones since he first came into the NBA. I'm always stunned when he doesn't stick with a team because he makes winning plays. Cat's going to drive. Yep. Nice pass.
Foul?
Definitely a foul. And Luka raises his hands up like, what foul? Oh, come on, man. You sandwiched him.
I always love just how every NBA player does that. Like, one of my favorites is, I'll call out one of my own guys, Brook Lopez. I feel like he could just stab somebody on the court and he would still throw his hands up like he didn't do it.
I thought you were going to say Jay Crowder, because Jay Crowder swear he never fouls.
Oh.
And every time he fouls somebody, he always gets his money's worth.
Yeah, I'll give Jay credit for that. He definitely makes sure to get his money's worth with his fouls. Brook will just commit the most egregious foul and then just throw his hands up like, what are you talking about? What's it mean? Must have been the other Lopez on the bench over there.
I got to say congratulations to our guy, Cal, because his Celtics made their way back to the finals, sweeping their way through the Eastern Conference Finals. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Definitely. I like messing with Kyle a little bit. Told him that Tatum was carried by Al Horford, but at the end of the day, congratulations.
We were debating on the morning show where the Celtics were at, and we're talking about the Brown Tatum Celtics, and what I was saying was, you don't realize it, but they're actually in their run. You know how teams have a championship run. I think they've been in their run for 3 years, but this is the year where they're going to get back to the finals. And I think it's going to be their strongest chance to win in the now. I still think Tatum and Brown both can get better, Brett. I don't think I don't think they're both done evolving as players.
No, that's really the scary part because Tatum's already like a perennial like all NBA first team guy. And people blast Jaylen Brown, but when you need Jaylen Brown, he comes up big. He's a very clutch player.
Maybe the next so and so or we should do Jaylen Brown or. You know what I mean? I'm just curious because I think he ranks a lot higher than people perceive him to rank.
Oh, absolutely. That sounds like it'd be a lot of fun for Thursday.
Yeah, I'm with it. Because I'll tell you right now, spoiler alert, I'm taking Jaylen Brown against a few guys with bigger names.
Cat, what a hit.
Yeah, I take him ahead of him too, by the way.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Cat must have seen my TikTok on him selling this series earlier. That's why he's balling out so much.
He is balling a little bit now. I mean, he's made some stupid plays, but he's helping Ant out. He's giving them another option. And Ant's in his bag. Like I said, this should be Ant's night. Like he's got the midi falling. He's penetrating, setting guys up. Towns 3 is falling. Boom.
That's just bad defense by the Mavs right there. Karl Anthony Towns is the hottest guy in the gym right now. And nobody thought to rotate over to him. I get wanting to overload on Ant, but you got to know where the hottest shooter is, and that's been Cat tonight.
And I think that's Kyrie's rotation. He should have went immediately to the corner, recognizing who it is, and went straight to the corner.
I saw Kyle Anderson set a back screen, but at least communicate to the low man to get over. Like somebody's just got to get over.
Right. And know who's on the floor. Do I care if Kyle Anderson is wide open from 3?
No. Kyle Anderson's shot takes 5 business days to load up anyway. You have time to recover to Kyle Anderson. On the other hand, his shot's quick.
Kyle Anderson doesn't do nothing fast, but you know what? He's a good basketball player.
Yeah, he's a great feel for the game. He's a great secondary playmaker to have. He's a good veteran presence to have. He was somebody that I was hoping the Bucks would target when he was available.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. Would you say Kyle Anderson is very Boris Diaw like, right? Like, I thought Boris Diaw was a good secondary playmaker, could score when he needed to. Like, not a dominant player, but just a really good player.
No, absolutely. I think he's in a similar mold.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. Guys like Kyle Anderson are perfect for star players because those kind of guys make the games easier for your star players.
I was gonna say, I think I was actually just watching Boris Diaw highlights. Watching some of these dimes he drops in 2014 is absolutely insane. You could
great court awareness.
You could tell he just did not care when he was on the Hornets. He was just so disengaged.
To be fair to Boris Diaw, though, it's been a long time since I've seen guys that did care if they're in the Hornets. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Like it's been a long stretch since the Hornets were relevant, and I know the saying is there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I don't know where the light is for them. I really don't. You don't have to sell me on that Lonzo, or not Lonzo, but what's the brother's name that's in Charlotte? LaMelo is not talented. He's talented, but being talented and flashy, that's not the same as saying you're a winning player and that you're the kind of player you can build a team around. I don't know what LaMelo is. He might be closer to being a Harlem Globetrotter than he is a star basketball player. So I don't think I think he can be part of your solution, but he's not. I don't think he's the guy.
I'd say I think first step, he's just got to stay healthy. I think he's uber talented, but it doesn't matter how talented you are if you're at the end of the bench every other game. What's up, Gene? These games have been a ton of fun to watch. This has been a great one.
It's a series that could be a sweep, and yet all the games have been compelling and interesting and one possession games.
Like I said, I'm really hoping that even if the Timberwolves lose, find a way to win at least 3 straight. Let's push this to 7.
As a basketball fan, I'm here for it. The finals are getting here too soon, and the season will be over in no time. I mean, granted, we can get the off season and all that other stuff, but I'm not in a rush.
Here we go. Yeah, like right there. Oh, that's rare. Okay. Luca adjusted by just letting it rip right off the screen, but obviously he missed.
Oh, that's right, because they got 5. They both got 5, so they're doing offense, defense. That's smart.
Yeah.
Now, if Minnesota can get a 2 or 3, let's say 2, they're going to go up 7. Now you're putting pressure on Dallas late in games. This is where they've had problems stopping Kyrie and Luka in his clutch moments, in these high leverage moments.
Yeah, no, I absolutely.
I still think this is Ant's game ultimately. Like, there's 4 minutes and some change left. I think that's plenty of time to peel off for Ant to peel off another 8 points, maybe 10.
That's saying one thing that just seems to plague Minnesota too is just a lot of just it's the little things, and then a lot of like really bad turnovers in the clutch.
Yeah, self-inflicted wounds. I agree.
At least with the Timberwolves, though, at least they're blessed with having a guy like Naz Reid. So even if Cat or Gobert do foul out, it's not like there's like some massive downshift to. It's not like they're downgrading to like Dwight Powell on defense and offense. So
and don't forget, remember, Naz Reid's only 23 years old, so I think he's still developing. I still think he can add more to his game.
not bad. I didn't realize that it was picking up the TV.
Is that my TV too?
I think it was just mine. It might have been mine.
I don't need to hear it. Seeing it does wonders for me. I do like it that Minnesota made the adjustment of letting slow-mo bring the ball up, taking Ant off the ball a little bit. I like that. Oh, they went through Rudy again. They're going to the Gobert well again. And Luka's frustrated. Like, it's a foul. It's a foul.
Something.
Look,
yeah,
got him in an arm bar. It's a foul.
The thing with like Rudy, for some reason, he has a really good whistle. Like he draws a lot of fouls.
And just at a glance, if you tell me he's going to give you 13, I was going to say 13 to 15 points, along with the rebounding and the block shots and the altered shots, you'll take that all night. I think Rudy's had a good game tonight. I think the Timberwolves, you got to make the free throws, though, bro. You got to make the free throws. But I think they've looked good. The scary part is the Timberwolves, to me, are playing well, and they only have a 5-point lead. That's scary to me.
Gene said Luka just said, "You're trying to effing extend it."
I could believe him saying something like that. And not getting the tech. Not getting the tech.
Yeah, right? All right, Rudy misses both. Oh.
Let's see if the Mavs can take advantage.
Got Kyle Anderson on his hip. Good job.
That was great defense. That was great defense. That was verticality at its best. What he did right there in that drive by Washington. That was great defense.
I would say people that's an underrated talent to have, honestly. That's just being able to go up vertical like that. A lot of players cannot do that. Oh, give it to Kyrie. Oh, that's too easy. Oh, yep. Good dunk by Gafford. Once again, you can't put your big in an impossible situation like that. You let Kyrie sneak out the back door. Now it's 2-on-1. There's nothing. Or in that situation, it was Rudy. There's just nothing your bigs can do if you leave them 2-on-1 against Kyrie, Luka, and a big.
No, they kind of set him up for failure in that one. Look at Ant. Look what he's doing. Going to the basket. What? There was a lot of contact. No foul.
Yeah,
Wow.
Oh my good! If that would have went down,
If that would have went in, I would have lost. And I was like, come on, this dude is like.
I agree. Gene Gafford is making a strong case for underrated player of the week.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, good. Pull it back out. Good job.
Don't rush.
What is
Don't
this
rush.
spacing?
Now attack. You can get to the rim. I didn't like that.
Good hit.
It was a great shot, but it didn't really create separation. Towns is on one now, right?
Yeah.
Now, this is what they couldn't do the other 3 games. They couldn't maintain separation. That's great defense. Great closeout defense. Great defense. That's off Washington. Great defense. Woo!
It's so funny. For a second, I really hated what they were doing there because Rudy was in the dunker spot, but Kyle Anderson was just hanging out under the rim. But Cat cashed it anyway.
That was weird because Derek Jones was in the right place, and he managed to not be able to contest that.
Here we go. Con man bringing it up.
I think if Minnesota scores here, Jason Kidd calls timeout. He's gonna have to get them reset and refocus because this is a lot of separation.
Blocked. But not like I'll let it rip. Yep. You got a hand up. If you get a hand up on Derek Jones Jr. to contest it, I can live with it.
He's a natural 3-point shooter, even though he has improved his stroke a lot.
So if he's wide open, he'll hit him. If not,
I think Minnesota is right where they want to be. I'm shocked. I mean, Ant's been terrific in terms of setting other guys up, but you got to close this, man. You got to go. Go get him. Go get him or get to the foul line at least.
Good footwork underneath.
That's what I'm talking about. Go get him. Close this game out. They're up 8 now. The Mavs don't have to shoot a 3. It's not desperation time, but they do have to score.
Don't leave your feet.
Towns, you got to stop talking, man, before you lose it. Did you get up in there? Yes, you went up in there. Although I would argue that's not a natural shooting motion either. So, yeah, that's not a natural shooting motion. He literally leaned into him and shot by the rule of the land or whatever, how you want to put it. That's supposed to be an offensive foul.
I agree with that 100%. Karl Anthony Towns, you've been in the league for 9 years. You should know. Don't leave your feet on that contest. You gotta know. I agree. That shouldn't have been a foul, but at the same time, don't put the refs in a position to call one.
For me, that's either that's a no call, right? For me, that's a play on. But I'm not bailing Luka out.
I think players would hate me as a ref because I wouldn't call that either. If I see you initiating contact, you're not getting a call.
I think they would be talking to me a lot because they'd be like, "You didn't see that?" Like, I'm just keeping running.
Getting banned from the league after I actually give Luka a technical.
All right, it's 1:30. Yeah, let's close this out, Minnesota. Let's take this to game 5. Let's get it.
Playoff triple doubles. Ooh.
And again, and that's beautiful to look at, and it's a great number. I get it. It doesn't hold a lot of. It's a nice stat. It is, but Jesus Christ, you're gonna have more opportunities because you're playing more games, man.
Okay, Kyle Anderson's in. I kind of thought they would go with Nas, but all right.
I didn't like that.
Get Kyle in for his defense. Ant forced up a shot way too quickly there.
Yeah, I didn't like that shot. All right. What you can't do is let him do a step back 3. Yeah, get the ball out of his hands. I don't mind that either. He's out of control. You don't want to leave him open.
Oh, no.
God, that was rough.
Just a bad bounce right back to Kyrie. 3-point game.
And Kyrie makes a horse shot. All right. Still no panic, Minnesota.
No.
If you score 2, it's a 2-possession game. You don't have to force up with a 3. Get the best shot possible. Both teams are in the penalty. I say attack the basket, man.
Yeah. And
don't hold the ball. It's just being stagnant. Don't do that. Go. I don't like Gobert setting the screen in this situation because they're going to go under it. They don't care about Gobert. Okay, great shot. Great shot.
It worked out, but I'm just not a fan of being that stagnant. Like, you need a bucket.
Great shot. Great shot.
Ant made a great play there, though. You know what? So I guess I can't say too much, but
they're good. They're in good shape. Again, I don't think Dallas has to shoot a three, but since they're not getting stops, eventually you got to do the math.
What I will say, what I like about Rudy, just standing there looking at Ant, telling him to just calm down, that is huge because just making sure the offense isn't rushing, making sure you milk that clock.
And look, you know how they say we could be watching Anthony Edwards as he's going through this current series. They're going to be growing pains. What they were able to do versus the Nuggets, playing against the Mavericks, completely different monster. So I think all of it's part of the process of Anthony Edwards developing, and he's developing under fire.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Don't forget, I think Jade McDaniels is like 23, 24. We already talked about that Naz Reid is 23. I think Alexander Walker's 24, 25. They have a lot of guys that are still fairly young in their core. I think even though he's been in the league 8 or 9 years, I think Towns is still like 27. He's a young
I think
man
the only
still.
two like really older guys are in their core are just Rudy and Conley.
Right. And to his credit, even though he's 36, I would say the way Mike Conley moves, he's a very young 36.
No, all the credit in the world to him. He's aging really well. Here we go. Let's see, Kyrie, I'm sure he's going to look for a quick shot, try to get that 2-for-1. Bad pass.
Oh, well, there you go. There you go. That's ball game.
Slow it down.
Even if you just milk the clock and then take a shot, you're in good shape. What you don't want to do is rush. That's a foul. There you go.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I want Ant to work on some like touches on that pass, but he threw an absolute eater right there. Oh my goodness, he almost tried to put that thing through Mike Conley. Glad he was able to hang on to it.
Yeah, good hands by Mike Conley.
All the credit in the world, man. He just
see, Mike Conley is one of those basketball players that be a good football player.
No, absolutely.
He can play cornerback. Well, so now we're going to have a game 5. That's good. That's more basketball. I'm fine with that. And game 5 will be Thursday.
Let's see.
Did they call that?
Oh, no.
Did they call that?
What?
I want to see that again.
Oh, my God.
I want to see that again. Did he kick? I thought Luka kicked his legs out to try to. That's him making it is fine, but there's no foul. There's no foul.
I think that's what Ant's saying. Oh,
yeah, there's no foul. If anything, you might call something on Luka because he kicked his legs out trying to get contact, but there's no foul. He just made it.
Anytime we go live, you're welcome to join us, brother.
Holy.
Oh, the one thing. Oh.
Oh.
Okay, well.
That's all right. The basketball gods will make Luka miss this. It's payback.
I called it. Well,
the basketball gods made Luka pay.
Yeah, if game 5's on Thursday, that's when and 1 normally is anyway, so I'm down to do another watch along.
Let's do another one, partner, because this was a blast. You know what? That was karma because Luka got a call that he shouldn't have got. That was
Luka's not happy, but credit to PJ Washington making sure to foul Rudy quickly there.
Yeah, that was smart. So, if you're playing the odds, Rudy might make 1. You still would have to get a 3 and then another quick foul if you could play that. If you could play the foul game, but man, that was crazy. They called a foul in that play. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
If I'm Coach Finch, I know we won, but in the post game, I'm be like, who touched him? Who touched Luka?
Oh, Luca's whistle is insane.
Like I said, one of the great players in the league. He's definitely one of those. I think there's like a four-headed monster that's going to be one of the faces of the league going forward, and he's one of those guys. But man, he gets a great whistle.
All right. Oh, let's see. Come on, Rudy. I put so much faith in you.
You know what, Rudy? This is how you close it. This is how you close it out. You hit one and make it a 2-possession game, buddy. I mean, if you hit two, even better. But if you hit one, wait, it wasn't
not out of bounds.
They're not in the penalty. Yeah, this might work out better because if Ant gets it or Mike Conley gets it, better shooter. Get back door. Oh, wow. Risky, but effective. Nice pat. Nice cut, Nas Reed. Ball game.
I had a little bit of a heart attack there. I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, it was a good decision by Nas. I was like, let this go in.
Yeah. Nice. Nice job, coach. Nice call. Okay. All right. I'm saying there is a game 5 Thursday, more basketball, right when and one comes on. So we're going live again. I love it.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I've been watching more film. I'm addicted now to watching because he plays in a lot of these European leagues. So I'm watching 25, 30 minutes of tape on SAR. And I'm comparing him to somebody that I shouldn't compare him to. But he's not that player, but you can look at him and see where there's the potential to where he can at least be in that player's atmosphere. Like I'm comparing him to Wemby. But he obviously he's not Wemby, but he's very unique. And I'm sure you noticed because you watched a lot of stuff on him because he doesn't move like a 7-footer.
No, he's going to be in the DPOY running for years to come. I
agree.
Very high on his defense. Oh.
Why should call it foul again? No, I'm just playing.
So just let PJ tee one up, and we have ourselves a game 5.
Yes, sir. Luka's on the ground. He's on the ground looking for a call.
Look at the game's over.
I love Luka, man, but he's on the ground looking for a call. Come on, man.
Yeah, I can see why. It was a risky shot by Nas. No. What?
Who are they calling something on? Game's over, right?
Okay, yeah, great look for PJ, just couldn't get it.
Luka got knocked down. Oh, I get it. Yeah, you could call that. You could call that, I guess. That was more contact than the contact he had on that 4-point play.
No, absolutely.
Good. You know what? Congratulations to Coach Finch getting his guys up, getting them motivated. It's not easy when you've lost 3 games like this with the pressure that they're under to come in and put on this kind of performance. I thought their team defense was great.
No, absolutely. There's a lot of guys that coaches and just players that wouldn't have gotten up for a game like this. It would have just rolled over, and the Timberwolves absolutely did not. They're fighting.
I want to know in the post game, is Ant gonna tell the Dallas equipment guys we'll be back here for game 6? God damn it, you know what I mean?
Oh, I hope so.
I want Ant to be like he was with the Nuggets. Like we'll see y'all ass back here for game 6.
Yeah, have a good night, Gene. 0.2 of a second. Yeah. Okay, so that was it. We had to replay 0.2 of a second. Okay.
Okay. Great game. Well-deserved victory by Timberwolves. Game 5, here we come.
I'm looking forward to it. Like I said,
I am too, partner.
3-0 in elimination game, so why not? Why not the Timberwolves?
Nobody has ever come back down 3-0. At some point, there's going to be a first.
I'm kind of hoping it's this series. At least push it to a game 7. Let's make it that interesting.
I would love it in a perfect world where I could have have my way and they push it to a game 7, but the Mavs ultimately win game 7, I'd love that.
Yeah, that's honestly my perfect world at this point. Yeah, I'll say. You got anything to add, Mo?
Oh no, appreciate everybody. I came on late, but I had a blast just for the time that I was on. Always good to get on here with the partner and talk about a live basketball game. Appreciate everybody out there who's listening. Make sure you guys check us out tomorrow. Coffee and Sports in the morning at 9 a.m. And don't forget to check out And One, 9 o'clock Thursday.
And this week for And One, we'll be talking all kinds of hoops, but we'll be doing it while once again watching Game 5 live. And it sounds like we'll have the NFL, but it doesn't only pertain to NFL because he's also an NBA genius, Mr. Gene Walzak, joining us. So
all right,
make sure you guys tune in for that.
That sounds like a plan. I can't wait to get Gene on here and watch the game live with you and him and chop it up. It's going to be fun.
Absolutely. Well, everybody, we thank you for tuning in and enjoy the rest of your night.